mas napapadali yung trabaho namin sa Office of the Vice President and sa Vice Presidential Security and Protection Group. Mas napapabilis yung galaw namin because we do not depend on other national government agencies with regard to the questions on threats on securities in the safe, secure and successful implementation of the programs, projects and activities and engagements of the Office of the Vice President.
So just to clarify, Madam VP, since confidential funds refer to those agencies related to surveillance activities undertaken by civilian government agencies, ibig po bang sabihin na yung opisina ninyo will be gathering intelligence on certain subjects or entities in support sa inyong mandates o mga operasyon, Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, that is correct. As an example, we did surveillance of complaints from constituents in Bulacan with regard to the selling of OVP assistance and the selling of Tupad projects in Bulacan. And there was a surveillance operation that was run by the VP SPG for about a month. And we were able to apprehend the person and we were able to successfully prosecute the case, and that person went to jail for ilang months?
6 months.
For 6 months. So that is an example of the surveillance activities that is conducted by the VP SPG for the projects and activities of the Office of the Vice President. It was in Bulacan.
Salamat kaayo, Madam VP. I ask this because the National Intelligence Coordinating Agency was established to direct, coordinate, and integrate national intelligence activities. And this includes the collation of intelligence gathered from various sources. So we'd like more information as to the intelligence operations of the OVP. Sa aling mga sources magagather ng impormasyon yung OVP? Kukuha ba kayo ng intelligence mula sa ating mga existing intelligence services tulad ng NICA o tulad ng DND at PNP?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, no. Intelligence starts with the communities and the stakeholders. And then if there are complaints, and then it is built up through intelligence and surveillance services. And then a dossier or a report is started. And then it goes through levels through the Office of the Vice President and VP SPG. So we do not seek intelligence reports from other government agencies, but the intelligence reports starts from the ground in the communities that that are engaged by the Office of the Vice President.
Salamat kayo, Madam VP. Actually, I'll get to that process also in a bit. Dahil meron pong established na intelligence cycle at meron pong established na chain of command for the intelligence activities ng ating gobyerno at ng ating republika. And sa pagkaalam ko po, walang hiwalay na chain of command for Intel ang OVP. In fact, ang susunod kong tanong how can your honorable office, paano nyo po maa-assure yung mga miyembro nitong komite na yung collection ng intel ng inyong opisina hindi magre-resulta sa redundancy or duplication of effort?
There is no redundancy and duplication of effort because we have different mandates from the other government agencies.
Indeed, Mr. Chair, Madam VP, different mandates. And kanina, nilista nyo na po yung iba't ibang mandates ng OVP. Meron din pong klarong at complementary mandate ang intelligence community ng gobyerno sa ating bansa. And as I had been saying since last year's budget debates, we should leave intelligence to the experts, just as we leave education to the DepEd and we leave the mandates of the OVP to the OVP. Ano po ba yung magiging subjects ng OVP intelligence gathering operations? Ano yung mga intensyon at capabilities ng mga subjects na ito na kailangan ng OVP ng intelligence on these? At paano nitong mga subjects tinathreaten yung operations ng OVP?
Just to inform
Yes,
the
Mr. Chair.
good Deputy Minority, just 2 minutes left. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Halos tamang-tama po. I just have 4 last questions after this one. At kung maubusan ng oras, I can put the last 2 or so questions on record para sa OVP and the good chair. Salamat, Mr. Chair.
Yes, the confidential funds is used for the safe, secure, and successful implementations of the projects, programs, and activities and engagements of the Office of the Vice President.
Madam VP, paano po ire-recruit ng OVP at ite-train yung mga intelligence operatives at agents na kakailanganin ng office para i-gather yung impormasyon para sa intelligence collection plan? Hanggang saang extent magre-rely ang OVP sa HUMINT at sa CGINT para sa information collection requirements ng office?
Again, with your permission,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
just want to acknowledge Senator Jingoy Estrada, also Committee Vice Chair, as well as Senator Bato de la Rosa, also Committee Vice Chair. Good morning, Your Honors. Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Chair, Your Honor, the Vice Presidential Security and Protection Group coordinate with the Philippine National Police and the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Unfortunately, however, the commander of the VP SPG is not present here this morning.
Salamat kayo, Madam VP. So, dun sa sagot na ang VP SPG coordinates with the PNP and AFP, ibig po bang sabihin ang OVP ang magre-recruit and train na mga operatives at ahente, or yung PNP at AFP ang magte-train sa mga operatives at ahente ng OVP?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, unfortunately, I cannot answer the question. The commander of the VP-SPG, we failed to include him in the list of the resource persons this morning.
Madam VP, paano po i-adjust ng OVP yung operations ninyo bilang resulta ng intelligence na makokolekta, ma-analyze at saka ma-disseminate?
We adjust according to the recommendations and the assessment of the VP SPG with regard to their appreciation of the intel information.
Salamat, Madam VP. And yung parte nga pong yun na nag-a-adjust ang VP SPG, or rather, nag-a-adjust ang buong opisina dun sa rekomendasyon ng VP SPG, I presume bunga na rin ang coordination nila dun sa PNP at AFP. Again, isang konkretong halimbawa na yung primary mandates para sa intelligence cycle, yung buong intelligence cycle, ay nakalodge dun sa intelligence agencies, including in the armed services ng ating gobyerno. At yung OVP, kahit through the VP-SPG, ay pumapasok dun sa endpoint nung cycle na yon, paggamit ng intelligence. Dun nga sa sinabi ninyo na pag-adjust ayon sa recommendations ng VP-SPG. Just returning again to one of my original points since last year na iwan natin ang intelligence sa experts dun sa intelligence agencies ng gobyerno in the same way na yung mga civilian agencies ng gobyerno, whether OVP itself or kahit DepEd, ay kumbaga shop nila yung kanilang mandates at yung kanilang expertise. Huling tanong na lang po, Madam VP, Mr. Chair, yung activities na binanggit ng VP kanina, hindi po ba part na rin ng regular law enforcement work na yung mga law enforcement agencies natin ay ginagawa na rin?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, we have different mandates from the other government agencies. So our intelligence, our confidential funds are used according to Joint Circular 2015-01. And whatever we gather from our confidential funds and surveillance, we share it with mainly the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Philippine National Police, as well as they share as well intelligence information that they gather, which are not included in our database. Thank you.
Thank you kaayo, Madam VP. I'm glad to hear na nag-share or mag-share ang OVP ng information na nakolekta ninyo sa AFP at PNP. Again, because it makes the point na sila talaga yung primary na may mandato talaga, not any other civilian agency. Sila talaga ang kasama sa may mandato sa intel work. Lastly, just to make of record also, continuing from yung pagbanggit ko sa 2015 joint resolution na what the confidential funds may only be used for, nakasulat din dun sa 2015 joint resolution na confidential and intelligence funds cannot be used for salaries, wages, overtime, additional compensation, allowance, or other fringe benefits of officials and employees who are employed by the government in whatever capacity or elected officials except when authorized by law. Confi and Intel funds cannot be used for representation, consultancy fees, or entertainment expenses, or construction or acquisition of buildings or housing structures. So, dagang salamat, Madam VP. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. I'll pursue in plenary periods of interpellation and amendments. One of my main subjects of debate with the OVP na yung Confi and Intel funds mas properly lodged talaga dun sa ibang line items ng opisina mismo o sa mga intelligence agencies talaga ng ating gobyerno na ginagawa itong mga mandates nito even for the civilian agencies and offices and departments like the OVP. Salamat, Mr.
Thank you very
Chair.
much, Deputy
At salamat kay
Minority Leader
Minority Leader sa
and
additional
Vice
comments.
Chair Risa.
Mr.
Senator
Chair.
Risa. Yes,
Yes.
yes, Vice President.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, the Office of the Vice President can only propose the use of confidential funds based on Joint Circular 2015-01, but we leave it to the decision and discretion of the members of Congress who has the power of the purse to decide whether to grant confidential funds to our office. We can only propose, but we are not insisting. We can live without confidential funds. But of course, our work will be much easier if we have the flexibility of confidential funds in monitoring the safe, secure, and successful implementations of the programs, projects, and activities of the Office of the Vice President. Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you, Vice President. Yes.
yes, thank you
Senator.
kayo to Madam VP and to Mr. Chair. And for sure, Congress will continue to exercise that power of the purse, both para suportahan yung mandates ng OVP, lalo na sa mga line item programs, activities, and projects, and also properly allocate yung Confi and Intel funds, lalo na sa mga intel agencies ng gobyerno. Salamat, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Vice Chair Senator Risa.